Hi Orangetheory family, I'm Coach Tom from OTF At Home. So, do you ever find that you have a more dominant part of your body, or dominant side should I say? Well, here at Orangetheory Fitness we like to help get you stronger by working on those weaknesses. We're going to be working on one side at a time. Remember, try and be slow and controlled through those movements and really concentrate on the areas that you're trying to work on. Remember, be creative with what you're using as your weight at home. And remember to hashtag us as I Can, I Will and Orangetheory at Home on all of your social media. Team, stay safe during this time. But remember, let's stay strong.
Let's keep that positive mindset and always remember, I can and I will.
All right, guys, for our warm-up, we have 3 exercises. Each exercise we're going to be doing for 1 minute. Let me demonstrate these exercises and then we'll get started. First one is the cat-camel. We're going to get into that tabletop position, spine nice and straight. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, I'm going to relax my head, push my spine up towards the ceiling, and then bring it back to that neutral spine. All right. Then we're going to go with the kneeling bird dog. Kneeling bird dog, I'm going to think nice and long. My opposite arm and opposite leg move at the same time. So my right arm, left leg, straight. Again, thinking nice and long here, and repeating. Last one's going to be the wide mountain climber. So I'm going to get into push-up position. I'm going to take my right foot and bring it to the outside of my hand, that nice wide step. All right, just so you guys can see it, we'll go this way. And those are your 3 exercises. So like I said, each movement is going to be for 1 minute, 3-minute round. Let's get started.
This is your time, your moment. Let's use it.
All right, team.
Now that we've warmed up those stabilizers, it's time for block 1. We've got 6 minutes, 4 exercises. Everything is going to be at 8 reps apiece. We'll start ourselves off with a reverse lunge to knee raise. You want your feet about hip width distance apart. Slide one leg back. As you do so, head is on top of your shoulders, shoulders on hips, hips on top of that back knee. You drive your knee up towards your chest and slowly lower back into that next rep here. Option is to eliminate the knee raise, tap it at the center, and repeat. You've got 8 on your right leg, switch it over, 8 on your left. We'll then move into our Y squat. Feet about hip width distance apart. Corkscrew those feet into the floor, your hands overhead into the letter Y. We push that tailbone back, core stays tight, shoulder blades reaching into our back pockets. Make sure your knees track over your toes and you're active through those legs. Option, eliminate the Y overhead and just take your regular bodyweight squat. We've got 8. Final exercise of this block is going to be our bodyweight 4-point plank. We'll start in a high plank position, hands underneath your chest. We take opposite hand, opposite shoulder, lower it down, switch the other arm, tap, hand to hip, and repeat. Your option here is to drop down onto those knees. 4 points for 1 rep. You've got 8 reps total. Repeating these exercises until the 6 minutes are done. Let's go.
Keep watching. A little something for the boys and girls to rock to. Rock to.
Break it on down, let's reconstruct the thing.
Nothing like tearing down the spot, me and my team.
Been putting in work, watch the sweat hit the floor.
B-boy, your girl, work out the strength in your core. X-Mac enough, back in the game, never change. About to blow the picture out the frame. Come back when I do the drum tracks, dumb raps, getting spins like the chrome hubcaps. Keep it moving, constant elevation. Spread love, my guys are never hating. Jump around without no hesitation. This generation rules the nation. A little something for the B-boys and girls to rock to. Got you, moving, I got you. My team, we trip like ice cream. Got the dance floor looking like a fight scene. Welcome to the proceedings this evening. We in the season of peace and cohesion. Leading my peeps in the freedom like beacons and freaking diseases. My people are beaming, let's go. We rockin', we poppin', not stopping the groove, we ain't stopping. We rockin', we poppin', not stopping the groove, they all watching. We rockin', we poppin', not stopping the groove, they watching. We rockin', we poppin', not stopping the groove, keep watching.
Training for mad years to hit the floor with the greats, take place as they peer, conquering all fear. Inspired by the cats to put the move in the movement.
It's one thing to feel it,
But you also gotta prove it, cause brickheads and face
I'm not for play.
Chicago tribe and self-facts.
Got skills for display.
Crutch crew,
Might be the squad to cook you.
on the floor never flash.
Just keep it in nasty.
But Joe, let's dive deeper. It's more than competition for ego and scorekeepers. Contort physical construct to a new path.
Mind, body, and
Grow
soul.
physical vocab,
No subtraction.
no division.
Only expansion on
How you living?
body moving.
Body grooving, acceleration on, showing and proving.
We rockin', we poppin', not stopping the groove, we ain't stopping. We rockin', we poppin', not stopping the groove, they all watching. We rockin', we poppin', not stopping the groove, they watching. We rockin', we poppin', not stopping the groove, keep watching. A little something for the boys and girls to rock to. Rock to. Keep watching. A little something for the boys and girls to rock to. Rock to. Keep watching. Body moving.
Body grooving,
Body moving.
body grooving.
Body moving. Keep watching. A little something for the boys and girls to rock to. Rock to.
Break it on down, let's reconstruct the thing.
Nothing like tearing down the spot, me and my team.
Been putting in work, watch the sweat hit the floor.
B-boy, your girl, work out the strength in your core. X-Mac enough, back in the game, never change. About to blow the picture out the frame. Come back when I do the drum tracks, dumb raps, getting spins like the chrome hubcaps. Keep it moving, constant elevation. Spread love, my guys are never hating. Jump around without no hesitation. This generation rules the nation. A little something for the B-boys and girls to rock to. Got you, moving, I got you. My team, we trip like ice cream. Got the dance floor looking like a fight
Crooks crew might be the squad to cook you. On the floor, never flash. Just keep it in nasty. But Joe, let's dive deeper. It's more than competition for ego and scorekeepers. Contort physical construct to a new path. Mind, body, and soul. Physical vocab. No subtraction. No division. Only expansion on how you living. Body moving. Body grooving. Acceleration on showing and proving.
We rockin', we poppin', now stoppin' the groove, we ain't stoppin'. We rockin', we poppin', now stoppin' the groove, they all watchin'. We rockin', we poppin', now stoppin' the groove, they watchin'. We rockin', we poppin', now stoppin' the groove, keep watchin'. A little something for the big boys and girls to rock to. Rock to. Keep watchin'. A little something for the big boys and girls to rock to. Rock to. Keep watching.
Body moving. Body grooving. Body moving. Body grooving. Body moving.
Keep watching. A little something for the big boys and girls to rock to. Rock to.
Break it on down, let's reconstruct the theme. Nothing like tearing down the spot, me and my team. Been putting in work, watch the sweat hit the floor. B-boy, your girl, work out the strength in your core.
X-Mackin' up, back in the game, never change. About to blow the picture out the frame. Come back when I do the drum tracks. Dumb raps getting spins like them chrome hubcaps. Keep it moving, constant elevation. Spread love, my guys are never hating. Jump around without no hesitation. This generation rules the nation. A little something for the big boys and girls to rock to. Got you, moving, I got you. My team, we trip like ice cream. Got the dance floor looking like a fight scene. Welcome to the proceedings this evening. We in the season of peace and cohesion. Leading my peeps in the freedom like beacons and freaking diseases. My people are beaming, let's go. We rockin', we poppin', now stoppin' the groove, we ain't stoppin'.
Today's your day. Many times we see what is an error is actually a gift. Are we using our gift?
The amazing you. Remember I said that. All right, superpowers coming into play. This is fun, right? We're getting it. We're feeling good. Floor block 2. This one we're going to need a little home health product to help us out. So I like to use a trusty water jug. Of course, it's orange. You got to add the water, by the way. It's about 10 pounds that I'm working with here. So we got 2 exercises. It's going to be a 6-minute block. One-sided exercise for the first, and then alternating on the second exercise. So the first one's going to be a hollow single arm chest press on your back, and the second one's going to be a static crunch with alternating heel touches. I'm going to go through both of those exercises with you. We're going to get our trusty jug, lay on down, and that hollow means I want to pin my low back into the floor, tighten the core. I'm going to lift my feet about 4 to 6 inches off, and also my upper body's up with my chin up. Don't tuck it in, keep it here. My elbow goes down to the floor, and then I'm driving that weight almost to my midline in my body. Keep it nice and tight and nice and controlled. Keep it nice and slow. You can see my stomach starting to shake. That means it's working. All right, second exercise. You're gonna do that on the right and left. 8 reps on each, by the way. Second exercise. I'm gonna go to that almost sit-up position with my knees bent and a static crunch. So once again, I'm using those core muscles up nice and tight. Lift my heels if I want to make it more difficult. But better yet, we can keep it down here and you're just gonna touch from one side to the other. And all we have is 8 reps. If you wanna relax your head in between each because it hurts your neck, that's perfectly fine. The other thing you can do is stay on one side, hold it up, and just tap on that single side for 4 at a time and then 4 on the other. Okay, let's get you guys going. Do the thing. 3, 2, 1.
From me, the pieces you'd find fake for me to see through my eyes. Don't pretend to be afraid. I know that I have been a slave to what I've seen and how I've known before. to see through my eye. Don't pretend to be afraid. I know that I have been a slave to what I've seen and how I've known
Remember, every rep counts.
Yes, team, nice work. It's time for block number 3. We have 6 minutes, 3 exercises. 8 is going to be our magic number on our reps. We'll begin with a single leg deadlift. Micro bend through your knees here. Now shoulders are down, chest is up, core is tight. You're going to hinge your body forward and slowly lower yourself down so that your eyes reach towards the floor. You bring yourself back to that starting position. Keep your hips and shoulders square all the way through. Think about creating a nice long line from the crown of your head all the way through your heels as you do this rep. Your option is to reduce your range of motion, so just don't hinge as far. We'll take 8 on your right leg, 8 on your left. Then we drop it down to the floor for 8 total reverse mountain climbers. We're gonna be in that bridge position, hands underneath our shoulders, heels underneath our knees. Drive your hips to the sky. You bring your knee to your chest, slowly lower it down, and switch to the other side. Again, 8 total, 4 with each leg. Your option is to reduce your range of motion, keeping your hips high the entire time. You've got 6 minutes here. Repeat these exercises until time is called. Let's go.
Keep watching. A little something for the boys and girls to rock to. Rock to. Rock to.
Break it on down, let's reconstruct the thing.
Nothing like tearing down the spot, me and my team.
Been putting in work, watch the sweat hit the floor.
B-boy, your girl, work out the strength in your core.
X-Macking up, back in the game, never change. About to blow the picture out the frame. Come back while I do the drum tracks. Dumb raps, getting spins like the chrome hubcaps. Keep it moving, constant elevation. Spread love, my guys are never hating. Jump around without no hesitation. This generation rules the nation. A little something for the big boys and girls to rock to. Got you, moving, I got you. My team, we drip like ice cream. Got the dance floor looking like a fight scene. Welcome to the proceedings this evening. We in the season of peace and cohesion. Leading my peeps in the freedom like beacons and freaking diseases. My people are beaming, let's go. We rockin', we poppin'. Not stopping the groove, we ain't stopping. We rockin', we poppin'. Not stopping the groove, they all watching. We rockin', we poppin'. Not stopping the groove, they watching. We rockin', we poppin'. Not stopping the groove, keep watching.
Training for mad years to hit the floor with the greats. Take place as they peer, conquering all fear. Inspired by the cast to put the move in the movement.
It's one thing to feel it,
But you also gotta prove it, cause brickheads and face
are not for play.
Gotta go try myself back.
Got skills for display.
Crunch crew
Might be the squad to cook you.
on the floor, never flash.
Just keep it in nasty.
But Joe, let's dive deeper. It's more than competition for ego and scorekeepers. Contort physical construct to a new path.
Mind, body, and soul.
Physical vocab,
No subtraction,
no division.
only expansion on
How you living?
body moving.
Body grooving, acceleration on, showing and proving.
We rockin', we poppin'. Not stopping the groove, we ain't stopping. We rockin', we poppin'. Not stopping the groove, they all watching. We rockin', we poppin'. Not stopping the groove, they watching. We rockin', we poppin'. Not stopping the groove, keep watching. A little something for the big boys and girls to rock to. Rock to. Keep watching. A little something for the big boys and girls to rock to. Rock to. Keep watching.
Body moving,
Body grooving,
body moving.
body grooving.
Body moving.
Keep watching. A little something for the big boys and girls to rock to. Rock to.
Break it on down, let's reconstruct the thing.
Nothing like tearing down the spot, me and my team.
Been putting in work, watch the sweat hit the floor.
B-boy, your girl, work out the strength in your core.
X-Macking up, back in the game, never change. About to blow the picture out the frame. Come back while I do the drum tracks. Dumb raps, getting spins like the chrome hubcaps. Keep it moving, constant elevation. Spread love, my guys are never hating. Jump around without no hesitation. This generation rules the nation. A little something for the big boys and girls to rock to. Got you, moving, I got you. My team, we drip like ice cream. Got the dance floor looking like a fight scene. Welcome to the proceedings this evening. We in the season of peace and cohesion. Leading my peeps in the freedom like beacons and freaking diseases. My people are beaming, let's go. We rockin', we poppin'. Not stopping the groove, we ain't stopping. We rockin', we poppin'. Not stopping the groove, they all watching. We rockin', we poppin'. Not stopping the groove, they watching. We rockin', we poppin'. Not stopping the groove, keep watching.
Training for mad years to hit the floor with the greats. Take place as they peer, conquering all fear. Inspired by the cast to put the move in the movement.
It's one thing to feel it,
But you also gotta prove it, cause brickheads and face
are not for play.
Gotta go try myself back.
Got skills for display.
Crunch crew
Might be the squad to cook you.
on the floor, never flash.
Just keep it in nasty.
But Joe, let's dive deeper. It's more than competition for ego and scorekeepers. Contort physical construct to a new path.
Mind, body, and soul.
Physical vocab,
No subtraction,
no division.
only expansion on
How you living?
body moving.
Body grooving, acceleration on, showing and proving.
We rockin', we poppin'. Not stopping the groove, we ain't stopping. We rockin', we poppin'. Not stopping the groove, they all watching. We rockin', we poppin'. Not stopping keep watching. A little something for the boys and girls to rock to. Rock to. Rock to.
Break it on down, let's reconstruct the thing. Nothing like tearing down the spot, me and my team.
Been putting in work, watch the sweat hit the floor.
B-boy, your girl, work out the strength in your core.
X-Macking up, back in the game, never change. About to blow the picture out the frame. Come back when I do the drum tracks, dumb raps, getting spins like the chrome hubcaps. Keep it moving, constant elevation. Spread love, my guys are never hating. Jump around without no hesitation. This generation rules the nation. A little something for the big boys and girls to rock to. Got you, moving, I got you. My team, we trip like ice cream. Got the dance floor looking like a fight scene. Welcome to the proceedings this evening. We in the season of peace and cohesion. Leading my peeps in the freedom like beacons and freaking diseases. My people are beaming, let's go. We rockin', we poppin', not stopping the groove, we ain't stopping. We rockin', we poppin', not stopping the groove.
Get inside that head, pump yourselves up, and let's go beast mode.
Great work today, guys. We now have our flexibility block. Maybe one of the most important ones for our recovery. It's going to be 3 minutes long, a few different exercises. Let me demo them real quick. So we're going to start with the hurdler stretch. So I'm going to take a seat on the floor. I'm going to go with the right leg first. I'm going to bring my right leg out to the side. My left is going to come onto the inside of my leg here. Up nice and tall, and we're going to reach for that toe, or as far down your leg as possible. All right, you're going to feel that stretch in the back of that hamstring. Holding that for 20 seconds, then we're going to switch. We're going to go into a seated body twist on the same side. So I'm going to bring my feet straight forward. I'm going to take my right foot, bring it over my left knee, and I'm going to take my left elbow, bring it to the outside of that right knee. Sitting up tall, I'm going to start to twist and look behind you if you can. This is another hold for about 20 seconds. Then we're going to go to the opposite side. So left leg for the hurdler stretch, 20 seconds, reaching as far down that leg as possible. And then we're going to go for that seated body twist. So now my left foot comes up and over that right knee. My right elbow to the outside of that left knee, pushing into it, sitting up tall, and start to turn to look behind you. After all that, we're going to go into the cobra. So I'm going to kind of lie on my stomach here. I'm going to bring my hands right underneath my shoulders. Take a deep breath in. From here, I'm going to press myself up, keeping my shoulders down away from my ears. Get that stretch in that core. And breathe. 20-second hold here. And then we're going to go right into the child's pose. So I'm going to bring it into the tabletop position, which is all fours. All right, I'm going to point my toes into each other, spread my knees out kind of wide, and I'm going to sit back towards my heels, reaching my arms far forward, tuck my head in between my biceps. Another 20-second hold here. And then you're done. So all those exercises, we got 3 minutes. Let's get started.